What's up guys, it is MouldyFishSticks here, bringing you a modding guide for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If you have this on Steam, the modding guide's pretty easy. If you don't, the very first link in the description will just be a official patch for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and this already comes with Steam, so if you already have it on Steam, don't worry about it. If you don't, if you have the disc version for whatever reason, don't know why you'd have that. No, that's pretty cool. Just download that, get that all running. It's pretty simple. But anyway, the first step you want to go into is the Star Wars config. This is just in your SW KOTOR file. You'll find this in your Steam library, then go into Steam Apps, Common, and then Star Wars KOTOR. And you want your resolution and VSync on, and your enable hardware mouse. You want this all to look like how it does on this screen. You want it to be 1280 by 1024. You want your refresh rate to be 60, texture pack high, VSync on, and enable hardware mouse. Click apply and exit out of that. That is step 1. Step 2, you want to open your Star Wars KOTOR INI file. My one doesn't have a .ini, but it'll either just look like this or a .ini. And how you will know if it's the right file is you'll go into it and it'll look like this. You'll have your sound options, your game options, and then all the way down here you'll have your graphics options. And you want your width to look like this, 1920 by 1080. Now for some reason I have a problem where this just reverts back to the normal one. So what you want to do is you want to save it, keep it open your properties here, and then set this to read only and apply. And save that, and it should stay. The second step, I will have a link in the description for this. It'll be the Star Wars KOTOR Editable executable. And when you get it and you extract it, it'll come as like a zip file. You'll just have a folder that looks like this with the README and the Star Wars KOTOR Editable executable. And what you want to do with this is you want to drag this into you want to copy it to your Star Wars KOTOR, and you want to overwrite this file. And when it says, do you want to replace, just like all steps, just like all modding steps, you want to replace the file. And while you're doing this, just make sure to keep on opening your game and making sure that it's running. When you continuously open the game, you will have less of a chance of it messing up on you. And then the third step, I can't remember what step this is, but the next step is you want to go to the Universal Widescreen Patcher. That'll be in the description as well. And when you unzip it, you'll have a file that looks like this. And instead of dragging and dropping this into here, you want to open this, and it'll look like this. And you want to click the little drop down box there, and you want to go into Star Wars KOTOR 1024 by 768. Now for whatever reason you have to press this one. I'm not sure why. And then you want to locate your Star Wars KOTOR file. So there we go, I found mine, and then click it. And then you want your screen width and height to look like this, 1920 by 1080, just like how you did in the .ini file. And then you want to patch it. Click that, patch. Close that, and then we're on to the next step. I'll have a link in the description for this. What this will do is this will fix your HUD to fit the widescreen patcher. And you want to download the 1920 by 1080 updated by him. You want to download this. You'll get a file that looks like this. And what you want to do with all of these, you don't want to drop it into here. You want to open your override folder, and if you don't have one, create one, and then just simply drag and drop this and copy it into your override folder. And there we are. That is the simple steps out of the way. You can play Star Wars KOTOR like this, and it is a million times better already. But we want to go even further. We want to continue modding it, making it look a lot better. So now we're going to get into the more detailed modding section. In the description there will be a Nexus Mods link directing you to this remastered cutscenes, and what this does is it just bumps up the quality of the cutscenes. I like to play it safe, so I just got the 1920 by 1080. You can get higher, however I've found that my game crashes when I use like 4K cinematics with the normal 2K game. Now this game can't really run in 4K. It's not really compatible with 4K. There's no point, because it is just, the max it can go is probably 2K. So you want to download this 1920 by 1080, and then with this one, with this folder, you'll have something that looks like this. You want to highlight all of these and put it into your movies folder, and just overwrite this folder with this. And this will be the last mod that you'll need to manually download. Then we're going to get into the Vortex mod manager that'll just make things a lot more simple. And this one's just a high quality skyboxes. I actually forgot to mention, with high quality, with high quality skyboxes too, it is actually mandatory for a lot of the mods following, like a lot of the users that I suggest, they all need this mod. Yeah, thank you. And just download it manually, or go to the files, whatever you want. Download that, unzip that, and you want to drag this override folder and copy it into your SWOTOR. You can either do that, or you can just open the override folder, open this override folder, Control A, and then just drag it all into your override. Here is where I will suggest for you to use a mod manager. It'll just make this section of the modding phase so much easier. You won't need to worry about overlapping mods. Vortex Mod Manager is completely free, and it connects with Nexus Mods. So if you press download on Nexus Mods, it will automatically install into your Vortex Mod Manager. To make this a lot easier and to make the game run a lot more smooth, you want your mod staging folder to be in the same drive as your Star Wars KOTOR main game to be. So if you have two drives, make sure that they're both on the same drive. It'll just run a lot smoother. You want to deploy mods when enabled, install mods when downloaded, enable mods when installed, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do for this. And we don't need to manually download or manually overwrite any more folders from here on out. The first mod I suggest is KOTOR 1 Restoration 1.2. Now this is a funny subject, because there's two mods that I really want to suggest to you, but this mod doesn't work with the other mod, which is a community patch. And I suggest this one, even though it's a little bit more buggier and the other one fixes a lot more bugs, this one brings in a lot more content that was taken out of the game originally. So press download to Vortex, and it will just automatically download all these mods when you press that button. The second one is Ultimate Character Overhaul Redux. You can download any file, the TGA or TPC, it doesn't really matter, as if this button is here, just press it. Just fucking press it. Third one is High Quality Cockpit Skyboxes. Fourth one is High Quality Blasters, to make the blasters in the game look better. Fifth one is High Quality Stars and Nebula. Self-explained, it just makes the stars look a lot better. And then for the last two steps, I suggest two users. One is Shining Red HD, and the other one is Fenharel. You want to go into the user files in this tab here, and I'd suggest getting every single one because they do a perfect job of just making high quality textures for all these characters like the Mandalorian armor, Wookiee, Karth, the Republic soldiers, Jedi Council, and then this dude or chick right here also does the same thing. You can grab and pick whatever you want, but this is all that I suggest. Just make sure you press activate on Star Wars KOTOR. As you can see, I have 25 mods, and the game will run well. It should run well. Let me know in the comments if you have any problems. But yeah, this is my modding guide, and this is how I do it. So yeah, I hope I haven't left anything out at all. My name is MouldyFishSticks, and if I helped you with this video, if everything's running smoothly, it would be great if you left a like or subscribed. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode.